Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're looking at the new brand I made in automation. So the new brand we made is called Typhoon, and the reason why I call it Typhoon is because I found these logos in the workshop, and they were whirlpools, and I was like, why don't I just call it Typhoon? So starting off, we're gonna start off with the first cars I made. This was the Typhoon 600 GT. It's based off the McLaren 650, 600 lineup. So I guess we'll start at the front. I don't really like the track width. I need to go in automation and fix it. But right now it's got slicks on it. No, semi-slicks. It's got some big front canards, these giant front splitter, these little really deep airflows with lights in there. And it's got these really tiny mirrors, but on the inside, it doesn't really have anything. It's just got a digital dash, and that's it. Really, everything else isn't here. But in the back, we have the twin turbo setup, because this is running a 5.5 liter twin turbo V8. This was inspired by the Lamborghini Tamario thing they just revealed. It doesn't really do anything, they're just here for show. The real turbos are down here. So the lore behind this engine is that GNX, which is another brand I made, is like kind of like the main American car company, like Chevy or Dodge. And they basically make this motor, and then we bought it and put our spin on it. So it makes 570 horsepower. You can see the horsepower on the side of all these cars. Made in a transmission. Only thing that turns the steering wheel. I didn't do gauges or anything. We don't even have door cards, so it's just there. This thing has no control. We're spinning like crazy in second gear. It has a GTR wing, and it scrapes everywhere. I don't know what's scraping, but it's there. Alright, so as you see here, spinning in third. Fourth, we're not spinning. Jump. And we're dead. So yeah, that's the first one, the Typhoon 600 GT. I guess I'll show you the engine. And there's actually another version we made, I made 600 GT, the GNX engine 5.5 liter crate motor. And then there's another one, I don't know which one of these it is. Let's say this one. So this was my idea after I made the Alex Choi car. So this has 800 horsepower. It has the famous Alex Choi. If you don't know who that is, he's got the crazy Huracan. It basically has exhaust tips that come out, and then more exhaust tips that come out the top. So my goal is to make something like that. So I already had a GT3 version. I don't have it exported right now. And I also really like these front vents. These front vents are like really smooth and remind me of the ZR1 Corvette they just revealed. So if you actually drive, oh yeah, no steering wheel, no seats, because I rushed this because I need to get it done. Or if there are seats, they're just really small. So if you drive, and if you have the nitrous mod, you can actually see when you're flooring it, you can see the flames, but it's easier to see with the nitrous mod. And that's that one, so I guess we'll just leave that one there. Also, my force feedback goes crazy. Next car, the Typhoon Clan, however you say small in German, I think. If you say small in German, that's what this means. And you can see it's small because you can see how short this thing is. The proportions on this are not right at all. I don't even have an interior camera in yet. But you can see you're sitting up here. You have like literally like a couple inches between your steering wheel and your legs. So you must have to have really skinny legs to drive this. It is one of my better interiors, except for slight gaps and stuff. It's got the same steering wheel as the other one. I didn't realize that until I built the car and exported it. I was like, wait, these are the same thing. And the interior, the gauges aren't even close to working. Start. Which one am I in? No, get in you. The gauges aren't even close to being correct. It's really quiet, because it has a 1.3 liter inline 4. See the gauges? I guess I'll put the UI back on. So you can see, at 4,000, if I can get it right, 4,000, we're only at 2,500. And then keep going. At 6, we're only at 4,000. 7 is 5,000. Once we get to red line, which is 8,000, you're only at 5,500. So if you want to actually drive this thing like you're supposed to, you have to like shift at like 4,000 every gear. Since this is a 5-speed, it's not going to do that well. This dashboard's from like an interior pack. I guess we'll go drive it. So it has an open differential, 94 screaming ponies. Not the most proud design in terms of like the front and the back. The headlights are cool, I do like those, and it has a Koenigsegg Jesko inspired grill in the front. You can actually drift it off the camera. I was testing it. You can drift it because this thing has hard, long life tires. So right now I'm on the wheel. So when you have hard, long life tires, it spins easy. It's kind of hard to get to slide, but once you do get it, what we're actually gonna do right now is a 0 to 60 test. 3, 2. Let me clear this. 3, 2, 1, go. Zero to 60 in 10, pretty much 9.7 seconds. Blah. This thing is like the most unsafe car ever. So I guess we gotta give this a send off before we go get the other one. Hold up, I need to go get my camera for the interior view. Give me a minute. Oh, I think we wrecked it. We're good. See, it also has pedals, but they don't move because I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So every time you shift it, it spins tires. See, this thing is not stable at all. And this car and the Badger, which I'll show you in a minute, are the 2 cars that I made that have no warnings in automation. So automation thinks they're good cars. I don't know about the safety part of this car, but if this was a real car, I would 100% ask for this as my first car. Anyway, next car. This is the Badger that I was just telling you about. Has another inline 4. I think this one's like 3 liters or something. Let's check. Okay, so 1.6. So we have the Badger and the Badger Turbo. I only have the Badger normal spawned up right now. But it's got an inline 4. Ignore the carbon. That's just there. It's not on the normal version. I don't know why all this crap is exposed. Anyway, on the interior, it's got this big rear tray at the back, because underneath of it, there's like nothing. And I don't want to put another seat, because I'm lazy. And we have more working gauges, but these ones are even worse. So now at 6,000, is this saying red line? This one's actually right. So when you're at 6,000 RPM, it actually redlines. But since I'm stupid, I put it, the actual red line, to like 8,000. So, and same thing with the gauges. The gauges aren't right. I have no force feedback. That's weird. The gauges aren't right. It's like when you're moving, they don't do right. But it's supposed to be like the off-road crossover type of car. So it's got locking diffs, high gear, low gears, and stuff. We're gonna try to test it. I haven't actually tested this thing off-road. It's got an automatic 6-speed auto transmission. It has the softest suspension ever. Okay, let's see how. See if we can get this. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So it seems it crawls really nice. At least it looks like it does. Some rocks over there. So it's got a spare tire. But yeah, so this one has no warnings, except for like one, which was like something with the brakes, where like the brakes had fade. But then when I make the brakes smaller, like it told me to, the brakes would then be too powerful, or they'll be too weak or something, and I'll never get it right. So there's only one. Oh, parking brake doesn't work. Guess we'll give this give this thing. Oh god. This thing is by far one of the worst power to weight ratios in any car I've ever made. Oh, the god, it does not turn. Oh, we send it off the side of the cliff. has 0.81 power to weight ratio. Next car. This is the Typhoon Titan. It's basically like the muscle car sort of thing, but this one, it's not the stock one. The stock one has a 5.5 twin turbo V8 that came in the rest of the cars. This one has a V12 because this is the V12 SS version. No traction control, doesn't have a working steering wheel. And my fear of dying sticker did not export good at all. Like, it's literally just an image. Let's see if we can drift this thing. This thing was inspired by daily driven exotics on YouTube. They're building a Ferrari F12 twin turbo. And I decided on my billboard. So the exhaust on this thing is actually supposed to come out with the turbos. It's by far the worst turbo system I've ever built. I mean, it's like only anyway. Activate windows. I have whatever. So you get over here. It comes out of the exhaust, goes up to turbos, which I made a cutout just for. Comes up to the turbos, and then it comes out of the. Well, no, it comes up into the compressor. Comes out in the exducer or whatever it's called. Comes out into the intake. And then horsepower. It's supposed to be a hood exit. As you can see from over here, I put exhaust pipes and stuff there for hood exit, but it doesn't really like that, so it just comes out the back. As you can see. There's our plain car. Oh shoot, we're dead. Roll back. Okay, let's give this thing a send off. This video's gonna be pretty long. Shoot, dirt! I may or may not put the download links in the description. I just have to check. Man, it's no good. Barrel roll. So now this last car, let's send this guy to space real quick. So this last car is the Clan SEMA car. So if you live under a rock, you may have seen the SEMA build that was supposedly a twin turbo Huracan or Gallardo swapped Miata. Well, this is smaller than a Miata, and this has around 400 horsepower. And our goal is to make that in real life. So obviously there's some weird things like I decided, because I'm lazy, I decided not to make the turbos actually connect to anything, because the real turbos are down here, which are huge. It's got side exit, which comes out right underneath your feet. It's got a custom license plate, but the other one had that too. But if you see, look at our person, which our person is around like 6 foot tall. You can see how ridiculous we look. We also weigh 88 kilograms. How heavy? Hey Siri, how heavy is 88 kilograms in pounds? Oh dang, we're at 200 pounds in this game. It has a V10 in it, twin turbo. It's not tuned right, so on the interior it has. I really need to put an interior camera. So on the inside it has a roll cage instead of the other one. The whole interior is black because this one's supposed to be like basic. You can't actually see the. Let me get in the sun. So the door cards are like 25 miles away from the door. But on the interior, there's a couple weird things like this line that goes through the steering wheel and like through the whole car. It's really weird. But it has a boost gauge, which kind of works. Like that's probably like that's probably 2 pounds. We're running 4, so it kind of works. And the gauges don't work because they. This is actually pretty stable. This thing runs like a 10-second quarter mile. It has the longest third gear I've ever seen. Its third gear goes up to like 100 miles an hour. Move! Oh shoot, back up. Might just stick to normal gauges. Send it. Oh shoot, we're dead. Also, this is my house, by the way. I don't know if I ever showed it to you guys, but this is my house. Jeez! This is my house. It's got this little cabin, which is supposed to be my house, and then over here, in a little garage. Actually, we're gonna do some donuts. I didn't have the echo. I forgot the echo. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Dang, this thing's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna try it third person. Okay. It's difficult. I think it's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.